5 seconds remaining.
Alright, hello everyone and welcome to another NizCast presentation. I of course am Niz and we're covering the Dota 2 Canada Cup. We're currently going in the losers bracket, or the lower bracket, round 1. We've got 3 matches tonight. They're all going to be best of ones, and that's going to round out the end of our losers bracket. We've got unfortunately we missed the cast last night. We weren't able to cast here, but we missed a pretty thrilling series between Dragneel and Evernova in the winners bracket. That was a fantastic best of 3. And we also missed one of the losers bracket round matches, which is just a best of 1, of course, which was between Lucchini and Perky Pepperonis, with Lucchini won that series. So we know they're going to be advancing out of the lower bracket. We're going to find out who's going to advance out between Drinking Boys and Tshow, followed up by Kingdom versus Not Today, and then Infamous versus Enemy GG. So that's the schedule for tonight, those 3 best of 1s. But let's quickly get caught up in this draft because we were a little late getting started here. But we've got Nature's Prophet, Alchemist, Death Prophet, Queen of Pain, and Gyrocopter banned out by Drinking Boys. As for Tshow, they banned out the Doom, the Invoker, the Phoenix, the Slaughter, and the Viper. On to the picks now. We've got Beastmaster, Dazzle, Enchantress, Storm Spirit, and we're waiting on the 5th from Drinking Boys. Lion, Faceless Void, Elder Titan, and Zeus were the picks for Tshow. So already looking at Drinking Boys' lineup, they got their offlaner and their Beastmaster, their support in the safe lane with the Dazzle, Enchantress going to be in the jungle as a position 4, and Storm Spirit going to be in the mid lane, so we're waiting for a hard carry from them. And they're going to go with Sven. As for Tshow, we expect the Zeus to be in the mid lane, Faceless Void off lane, Elder Titan as a position 4, and Lion position 5. So once again, they're looking for a safe lane carry as well. So now we're all caught up. We've got a decent amount of other stuff to talk about too, because we've got some updated stuff in the Dota 2 world, of course. The Battle Pass came out, and people are cutting down trees, raising money for the international prize pool, which is at, as I refresh my page here, just under $6.5 million. So we're getting there. We are getting there. And looks like we're roughly maintaining the same pace that we did last year as well. So that's good. Of course, I'm going to TI this year. I went last year as well. So looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Most of my plans already finalized, but not all of it. So I still have to finish that. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on in the Dota world. Of course, like I said, the Battle Pass coming out is basically the big news for everyone. Everyone messing around with that. As Slark, the final pickup here for Tshow. It's going to be strong against the Beastmaster in the off lane. Also strong against Sven as well, being able to cut down his damage by a significant amount, and even his agility as well, to get his armor down. Now, Slark is somewhat vulnerable to the Storm Spirit if the Storm Spirit chooses to go the Orchid route. We don't really see Storms doing that too often anymore, but if Storm does choose to rush an Orchid, then he might be able to exploit Slark. But we'll see if he goes down that route. There's obviously some trade-offs with that. Because we typically see Storm go for his Bloodstone and all that. But he'll also have to be a little bit worried about the Chronosphere from Faceless Void as well. But without further ado, let's get into introducing our teams and our players. As once again, this is a losers bracket, Dota 2 Canada Cup, round 1 match. And these are just going to be best of 1s. So on our Radiant side, we're going to have Tshow. We've got Bardo playing the Elder Titan. C4T is going to be on the Lion. Tavo is going to be playing the Faceless Void. HFN is going to be on the Slark. And Cirillo is going to be playing the Zeus. As for our Dire side, the Drinking Boys, we've got Shanks playing the Enchantress. KKY is going to be on the Sven. Mantu's on the Dazzle. Gidova's on the Storm Spirit. And Mad in the off lane on the Beastmaster.
30 seconds to battle.
Courier already coming out, delivering a Windlace and set of tangos here to Shanks. As looks like Drinking Boy's starting to set up in the top lane. And holy, is that Raisuli in the chat? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Welcome back. But here we go. The horn has sounded. We're getting ready to start this one. As looks like Drinking Boys have taken control of the top rune. It's going to go to Getovas. And in the bottom rune, we're going to have Zeus picking that up. So Cirillo's going to have that. Again, Nerd Courier coming out. It's going to be the healing salve for the Dire side. And it's going to be a bottle already for the Zeus. As for our starting lane matchups, looks like we're going to have Zeus in the mid lane going up against the Storm Spirit. So as we expected down there. In the bottom lane, it's going to be an offlane Beastmaster going up against a safe lane farming Slark. And he's going to be babysat by a Lion. In the top lane, it's going to be offlane Faceless Void going up against safe lane farming Sven with a Dazzle supporting him. And in the jungle, we're going to have the Enchantress. And we're also going to have an Elder Titan kind of roaming around here for Tshow. Got a bunch of wards already getting placed out. We got a 1 deep Radiant Observer ward in the Dire jungle. They've got another one in their own jungle, trying to protect the entrance into their jungle. Dire also has an Observer ward there as well as one looking over mid. As we already see a tornado coming out from that Enchantress, starting to harass the mid lane. And trying to buy Getovas a little bit of space.
Denied.
Tavo making good use of his time walk there. Just getting some good harassing onto Sven, trying to burn through a little bit of his regen. He got 1 tango there for free. And it didn't really cost him anything. I think so far has a Centaur Conqueror. He'll look to add on another creep and maybe try to set up a gank. If he can find another one that's kind of useful for that. Of course, he still has the Owlkin in the mid. Although it's about to expire. And its tornado is already over with. 2-minute rune about to spawn is C4T. Gonna wait to secure bottom, which is gonna be a bounty rune, and he's gonna have to take it because the boar from Mad was going to snipe it before the Zeus was gonna be able to get there. So far, pretty passive. Not seeing too much aggression from either side here, and both in the top lane don't really have too much that they can do. It's really just going to be a battle of just right-click harassing. And with 3 of these heroes being melee, that doesn't mean that there's going to be too much of it. But here comes Shanks. Like I said, he picked up another creep. He's gone with the Hellbear Smasher. But he just lost his Centaur Conqueror, so he looked for the opportunity, he looked for the gank, but just wasn't there in time, so now he'll start rotating back. Is he just going to go straight back to the jungle, or is he going to go towards mid? No, he's just going to start jungling again. Bottle's going to come in towards the Storm Spirit in the mid lane, and we've got the Bottle just getting crowed right now to Zeus. Taking a look at our bottom lane, we already have Mad at level 3. So compare that to Tava, who's level 3 and almost 3.5, so a slight lead for the Void. And a lot of that's to do with just having the Elder Titan up here. Certainly that's going to allow the Faceless Void to be a lot further up in the lane. But even still, there's not really too much on the side of Drinking Boys that can really punish the Faceless Void. But we've got HFN diving past the tower in the bottom. And Shanks rotating down in. Needs to be careful of that. Of course, he still has Pounce, so he doesn't have to be too worried. But now they definitely know where Shanks is, so they can start playing a little bit more aggressive in the top lane. Is Mantu getting down to under 200 HP. Once again, jump back to bottom. We're going to lead with a stun on the Mad, followed by a Pounce, and the Death Pact. Dark Pact? Dark Pact. But it's going to be First Blood going the way of the Drinking Boys as Shanks rotates in out of the jungle with the Shockwave from the Satyr Tormentor. Sniping down HFN there. And First Blood goes to the Drinking Boys. Getovas going to place one of those Observer wards in the mid lane. Putting it back on the Courier. Bottles up the illusion. What about Cirillo in the mid lane? He's waiting to bottle Crow here. So far, in our mid lane looks pretty much dead even. In fact, most of our lanes look pretty dead even, but Mad, I think he's going to be okay here. No, he's not. He's going to get bursted down there by the Zeus, but he did get a kill as his boars were chasing down the lion. And now Shank's going to get engaged on by HFN, but the pounce is missed, and now HFN's going to go down for a second time in this game as Shank's getting the kill there. 3-1 now for the drinking boys, but we're not done with the action. We've got action in the mid lane as Gedova is going to jump on top of Cirillo. But there's that TP coming in from C4T. And that's going to prevent any further aggression from Gedova's. As we keep tabs on Tavo, who's already level 5.5. Chronosphere going to be online shortly. Wonder if he's got the cosmetic for the new Chronosphere. Even if it's really hard to see what's going on inside of it. We've got Haystrom picked up by Getovas as he's in the middle of 3 heroes from Tshow. But he's got that increased movement speed. They're not really going to be able to do too much. There we go. Tavo hitting 6. Chronosphere online gets a couple right clicks on a KKY, who will actually have to pop his war cry. Increase his armor, increase his move speed, and get on out of there.
Dark light.
HFN actually farming up stacks in the dire side jungle as once again Mad gets a kill in the bottom lane. He's 2-1-1 right now as he's killed the lion down there as HFN has to pounce out of the dire jungle because all of a sudden Shank's rotated in. We got Gedovas, about to hit level 7. Cirillo's already there. But still, they're pretty much dead even in terms of CS. 34-6 on the Zeus, 33-10 on the Storm Spirit. But this is going to be a death for the Zeus. As nice rotation coming out of the jungle there from Shanks. Got a nice ensnare with the Dark Troll Summoner. That led to Gedovas just kind of jumping on in on the Storm. And easy kill for him. Once again, Tavo right-clicking KKY. Forcing him to pop that war cry once again. Still have yet to see the Chronosphere go down. Meanwhile, HFN, he's currently sitting at 0-2-1. We've seen him die twice so far. Still our leader in terms of last hits. He's sitting at 54-10. He's 6 CS ahead of the Sven in the top lane. Baro delivered a bunch of items. One of them is a smoke, which he's going to use with himself and Cirillo as they start making their way up towards the top lane. Where once again, we've got that Chronosphere ready from Tavo. Oh, and they've just revealed to KKY. There's the time walk forward. Just a normal Chronosphere, but they're going to focus down that Sven. Shallow Grave was online, but not coming out there. I think Mantu was a little bit too far because of the Chronosphere to be able to get it down. Either way, Tavo is going to go down here as Gedovas TP's up to the top lane, comes in and punishes them. Cirillo gets the kill on the Dazzle, but it's going to be a 2 for 2. As Tshow losing 2 of their cores and DKB losing their safe lane farmer, but one of their supports. So I don't know if you'd call that even or not, but it's pretty close nonetheless. We'll take a quick look at the show fight recap. Ends up in being 150 gold swing in favor of Drinking Boys. So that's vital vital farming time missed by KKY being dead. Well, luckily he got up here before the creep wave pushed towards the tower, so he was able to get most of the CS. Matt almost done his necro book. Just needs to complete the recipe for that. But HFN pinging. He wants to do something here on the Gedovas. He does have about 150 mana. Beastmaster Roar getting used on the Elder Titan here is Bardo. Getting kind of low. But the 2 boars aren't going to be enough to finish him off.
I'll take that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Still have yet to really see any kind of push from anyone. How about once again we'll have to time walk away from KKY. We'll take a quick look around the cores and see if anyone's picked up anything noteworthy. Just have Arcanes on the Zeus. 1,000 gold up on the Slark, who already has his treads completed. And we just got treads as well on the Void. As for our Dire side, it's going to be treads and Helm of the Dominator for the Sven. Soul Ring, treads, bottle, the typical stuff for the Storm Spirit. And like we said, still working on the Necro book for the Beastmaster.
Radiant's top tower is under
Smoke here
attack.
from the 2 supports of Tshow. So they're going for a wraparound play here on the Gedovas. They're going to have to lead with the Hex. From the Lion, looks like they will be able to do so. There it is. Followed up by a stun. And plenty of damage there on the side of Tshow to burst down that Storm Spirit. It's actually all 5 heroes here from Tshow now in the mid lane. Are they going to push this tier 1 tower? Certainly if they sent all 5 heroes, they should probably consider it.
Radiant structures.
But without a creep wave, they're going to have to wait. And while they're waiting, there's plenty going on in the bottom lane because DKB is going to be pushing as 3 down there, but they're also pushing as 1 up in the top lane as well. And Tshow, although they just sent 5 heroes all the way there to group up, they're now sending them all back away from the mid lane to go back and defend just because they were kind of hesitant on their push there. But they send Cirillo and HFN down towards the bottom lane. We're going to have a Primal Roar out onto Cirillo. The tier 1 tower is down, so is the Zeus. As HFN starts to run away, but he gets blocked by C4T, but he just re-engages and kills the Dazzle. And Fingerbang's going to come out from the Lion as he finishes off the Beastmaster. Meanwhile, in the top lane, there's action as well, but the bottom isn't done either. C4T is going to go down. We have HFN and Shanks, the only 2 heroes left down here, going to battle it out. It doesn't look like HFN is in the best position right now. He'll pounce into the trees, but he's going to walk out of the trees. And Shank's going to get the kill there as a bunch of pings start coming out. But what we missed in the top lane was the Elder Titan going down. I believe it was the Storm Spirit that got the kill there. And then the Void got a return kill on the Sven. So that's what we missed in the top lane. The show fight recap unfortunately doesn't give us too good of a picture of what went on up there, but yeah, rather a passive game up until that point has all of a sudden seen a lot of action. As Bardo using a scan there to make sure that he could push out safely to place that Observer Ward, but what he doesn't know is he's already walked past 2 heroes from the Dire side, and it's actually more than just 2. Because the Beastmaster's here as well. Well, C14 needs to be careful here. Oh, and here comes Bardo as well. He's going to drop a Sentry Ward, find an Observer Ward, but now he's also going to find a Primal Roar. That's going to get cast on him. Nice stun coming out from C4T, but it's not going to keep Bardo alive. And now they're just going to jump onto C4T, and both supports dead on the side of Tshow. Cirillo going to TP away in the mid lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He just finished his Veil.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Talo getting stunned up in the top. No Chronosphere available for another 20 seconds. HFN going to pounce in, but that's not going to latch onto the Sven. Mid tier 1 tower has gone down. As DKB continue to push, putting pressure on the mid tier 2 right now as they look very much in control of this game as we switch on over to the net worth. You can see the top 4 all belonging to the side of DKB. There's a couple heroes from Tshow that aren't that far behind though.
Dire's structures are fortified.
As we have a smoke here from DKB as they're going to start TPing up to the top lane. Where HFN trying to get that tier 1 tower, and it looks like he will. Gets that, pounces into the trees, and was able to TP away safe. And that's kind of evened out, I think, a lot more of the net worth, or at least put some green in amongst the sea of red there. But there still is quite a big gap between these 3rd and 4th place on the side of DKB and the 3rd and the 4th on the side of Tshow. So we'll swing on over to our net worth graph, and you can see that's led to about a 5,000 gold lead for DKB. XP's only about 1,000 ahead for them. But still very, very close, I'd say. But in terms of map control, right now it's definitely DKB's map. They're the ones moving around. They're the one controlling the large majority of the map. They've also been able to take down some of those towers, which once again further increases their map control, but also is a result of them having more map control. Having some of these aggressive wards is going to be very, very important for them as well to get further pickoffs. Whereas you look at the raiding observer wards, both of them are fairly defensive, trying to protect their jungle. They do have one up in the dire jungle, which once again more aggressive, but all 3 of DKB's are very aggressive wards. As HFN has found Mad, he's going to get a little bit of help from the Thunder God's Wrath, but scores the kill there on Mad. But now he tries to get away, and he's not going to be able to because Gedova comes jumping on in. He gets a little bit of help from Bardo, but it's not going to be enough. As Gedova's getting the kill there on the Slark, as HFN dies once again. Double damage going to spawn here. Gedova's going to bottle that up. Well, we got a little bit of a push from Tshow in the bottom lane. They're going to send their Sven down to defend as he's going to toss out a Storm Bolt onto Tavo. Will then just time walk away. Mantu just finishes his TP as well. Aether Lens recipe on hand for Cirillo. And we expect this to be a Bloodstone recipe for Gedova's. Everyone kind of going after the typical items that we would expect, and there's that Aether Lens getting completed right now by Cirillo. We got KKY with an Echo Saber. Shanks has finished his Dragon Lance and his drums. Tavo, Vlad's 2,200 gold. Maybe Blink Dagger going to be next for him. C4T up to just under 1,000 gold, so about halfway towards his Blink Dagger if that's what he ends up going. Bardo with the Staff of Wizardry. And there we go. Blink Dagger picked up by the Sven. So KKY adding that on to his arsenal.
Come on, Spikes.
I believe that's going to be the completion of Storm Spirit's Bloodstone, and there it is. And HFN just sitting with a Shadow Blade right now. As DKB going for this Roche, and looks like they're going to be successful. There was just a scan used by the Radiant that saw that late rotation into the pit. But the scan was also late, as Roche is already dead. Gedova's going to pick up the Aegis. So the Storm Spirit's going to have a second life. HFN getting a good push in the top lane, but look, the fact that he has to back away here shows just how scared he is of the Storm Spirit jumping in on him. He's got to back and respect it. Now TKB rotating a bunch of heroes up there, just actually 2. Mantu almost getting bursted down by the Zeus. That Veil does a lot of damage, and HFN gonna try to pick Mantu off as he makes his way back towards the base, and he's able to do so. But now Gedova's TP's in, and that's gonna force HFN to pop his ult and TP. He may have left some of his teammates here high and dry, as there was a ping onto C4T as he was hiding in the jungle there. But once again, he's able to TP away as well. HFN just bought an ultimate orb. Tavo making it difficult for me to select him there, but he just finishes his defusal. Some more items coming out here for Tshow as they look to battle their way back into this. As KKY drops down to about half HP. But they're going to jump after Cirillo here. But nice counter engage there from Tavo. It's just going to be a 4-man Chronosphere, but is it going to be enough? Earth Splitter's going to come in, it's going to hit on 2. Talo's going to be the first casualty, as Mad also going down as well. KKY very, very low on the run. He's going to go down. Getova's in the back line. Has jumped onto Cirillo once again. He's going to find that kill. We have 2 dead on the side of Tshow, 3 dead on the side of DKB. And I don't think we're going to have any further kills unless there's a turnaround here. Shank's looking like he might want to turn around, or maybe just wants to help get over us, but it looks like they're all going to be perfectly fine to escape here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So that'll put C4T up just under 2,000 gold, so very, very close to his Blink Dagger. Gedova's now up to 13 Bloodstone charges. Yule Scepter still in the works here for Bardo. C4T tries to farm that little bit of extra gold that he needs to complete that Blink Dagger. We've got Slark once again up to another 2,200. Of course, the Ultimate Orb completed into a Silver Edge for him. And I believe that's going to be another Ultimate Orb. Yes, it is. KKY up to 1,100. Necro 3 up on Mad. Shanks at 1,100 gold as well. And Gedovas has just delivered an Oblivion Staff.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So maybe an Orchid going to be on the way for him. So that last fight, I have to say it's a pretty big team fight win for Tshow. Even though they only came out ahead 1 extra kill. That was a pretty big fight. Certainly our biggest fight so far in this game. And it was DKB trying to go on the offensive, but running right into Tshow. And now I think from every moment forward, not that they weren't respecting it, but from all the moments forward, they definitely are going to have to respect the Chronosphere on Tavo, because that was a great counter engage. 4-man Chronosphere as he leaps into the top and TPs away before Gedovis is able to get up there. The issue is hopefully Tshow doesn't have to rely on 4-man Chronospheres every single team fight, because I don't think DKB are going to get caught 4-man in a Chrono again. But we'll see. We've got this 4-man smoke from Tshow. They're going to go right uphill, right into DKB as Gedovas jumps down. He was going after the regen rune. Whew. That was close. Very, very close. Especially when you have a lion on the side of Tshow. That instant hex. Gedova is very, very lucky to get out of there alive.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think both teams were very, very surprised by all of a sudden the storm jumping in. HFN thinking about going for a wraparound play. He's actually spotted by an observer ward here. HFN has also pinged it out.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
We're going to have a tier 1 tower going down. Primal Roar was used on the HFN as he was pouncing away, so it actually did nothing. As the Chronosphere was just landed on 1, and that's not even going to secure them a kill. In fact, it's C4T's first to go down. Earth Splitter is going to get the kill onto the Sven. As Cirillo getting very, very low. In fact, he's dead, and Bardo also trying to run. He's going to go for a stomp. It's not going to get off in time. Now it's Tshow losing 3 heroes. DKB only lost the 1 in the Sven. As Tshow went for the kill on the Dazzle there, but weren't even able to secure that inside the Chronosphere. And then it ended up being C4T who went down first on the Lion.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
On the back of that, though, DKB's going to get tier 2 tower here. And
Radiant's
probably
middle
going to
tower
back and
has
farm.
fallen.
Might even fall back to Roche. Oh, no, it's not even up yet. So probably not. Got a second Oblivion Staff basically completed here. And basically the Orchid completed. For Gedovas. So he'll have that to look forward to for the next fight. The Yules and everything else completed here. Up to another 2,000 gold for the Faceless Void. HFN's picked up a third ultimate orb. So his Scotty's almost completed. Kadova still hasn't completed that Orchid. KKY's gone for a little bit of crit with Chrysalis. Mad with his Blink and 1100. You've got half of an Aghanim Scepter from Shanks. Mantu just with a Staff of Wizardry. We'll wait and see what he builds that into. But with a Windlace, it could be a Yules. Could also just be a Force Staff and a casual Windlace. There's that Orchid finish by Gadovis. As we also had the Tavo pick up a Blink Dagger as well on the Faceless Void. HFN and Gadova is going at it once again. He still has the ult available, but he's going to get caught here. The Orchid, once again, not allowing him to do so, and he's dead. C4T will get the revenge onto Gadova's. He's going to drop an Observer Ward there before he goes down. I'm not really sure what that was all about, but placing that Observer Ward directly on top of the other one, that was about to expire, but still. I believe there's just 2 there. Looked like he plays 2, but no, yeah, there's just 2 there, I think. I mean, there's only 2 health bars that I can see. Either way, it's down, and we've got a gem that was just purchased by Bardo. So it'll try and help them get a little bit more map control, but I don't know if HFN's really going to be able to carry it here. He keeps dying on the side of Tshow, and certainly with this Orchid now online from the Storm, it's going to make it even that much harder. They have so much jump with the Blink on the Sven, the Blink on the Beastmaster. There's so much ability to just jump on top of someone.
That's exact.
But of course, you have to lead with the Orchid. Otherwise, you're never going to catch them. So you have to lead with the Orchid, but once you do, then you've got so much follow-up with all those Blink Daggers and all the lockdown. We're about 27 minutes in here. Let's take a quick peek at our gold graph again. It's now 7,500 gold lead for DKB as they start to stretch the legs a little bit here. And just over 5,000 XP lead for them as well. It's HFN and KKY going at it once again, but not going to be a death on either side there. As Gadova's TP's up to the tier 2, so Tshow are the ones who have to be a little bit more worried. Doesn't look like much is going to happen there, and yeah, there it is. It is a Force Staff for the Dazzle, not going with the Yules. Scan used by Tshow, indicating this area here, and Gadovis once again jumping on top of HFN, who will get the Shadow Blade off in time. But then Gadovis says, well, looks like the Slark's gone. I'm just going to switch on over to the Elder Titan. There's a lot of heroes from Tshow coming up. He'll get the kill on Bardo, but now he's going to get stunned up. It might cost him, but Mad comes in, saves the day, getting the stun off onto C14, getting them the kill there. But nice 3-man chrono from Tavo. Doesn't catch Mad in it. And now they're starting to lose heroes all over the place. Cirillo going to get stunned up here. Tavo going to be the only one left alive here, and he's dead as well. GG's going to get called by HFN. As Tshow going to tap out of this one, and we say goodbye to them in the Dota 2 Canada Cup. As this was the losers bracket of the playoffs here. Just round 1, just best of ones. So goodbye to Tshow. DKB going to move on to round 2, where they'll join Lucchini, who's also won their first round match. We'll find out who else will join them in our next match between Animal Kingdom and Not Today, followed by Infamous and Enemy GG. Our next match scheduled to start at 8:45. I'm not sure if we're going to wait until 8:45 or if we're going to get going a little bit earlier. But either way, I'll be back for those. Obviously going to keep the stream going and everything. But if you guys are new here, once again, I'm Niz. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you're enjoying the cast so far. As like I said, we've got 2 more games tonight, 2 more best of ones between Kingdom and Not Today, and Infamous and Enemy GG. So don't go anywhere. Be back in probably about half an hour for that next match, but it could be earlier. I'm not guaranteeing it's going to start in 30 minutes, but we'll see. We'll see. Either way, guys, going to throw it to some music. See you again soon.